Jenna Burdett will be the acting head coach tonight, and we are honored to be able to welcome Connor Scott Caldwell into the world. Head coach Kim Caldwell and her husband Justin have welcomed their first child, and Jenna, who has been with Kim her entire career, will fill in as the acting head coach tonight. So congratulations, Justin and Kim. We know you're watching, and there's a lot of love for you around the world. It is rocking in the Moody Center. And we are underway. Tennessee in the road orange, Texas in their home whites. Texas ranked number 7 in the nation, coming off a big top 10 win against Maryland on Monday. Moore goes down the lane.
You look at just Tennessee on the defensive end, you see Whitehorn actually went under the screen. Aaliyah Moore not able to finish at the basket.
Harmon could not get it in. Well, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Toyota. And for Lady Vols, this is their 13th different starting lineup this year. But that doesn't really matter who starts in their system, does it, Tamika?
It doesn't matter. And right off the bat, still Samara Spencer really has done a good job of not turning the ball over. But first possession for Tennessee, and they get it right back. Ruby Whitehorn, yet another defensive possession.
Whitehorn will shoot the three. Good! Tennessee leads the nation in made threes per game. The average making 12 a game. They're the only team in history to hit 30 in a game. And Whitehorn follows. She has Tennessee's first 5 points.
You know, we were at practice yesterday, and Coach Schaefer was getting on his team. He said, look, the intensity is exactly what it is. I need you guys to lock in to what Tennessee is going to do, and we've seen the first couple possessions.
Spencer commits the foul. That'll stop the clock.
Like, that's what Tennessee does a great job. They just wear you down throughout the game.
Longhorns looking for their first bucket, coming off their largest margin of victory over a top 10 opponent in program history. They beat Maryland 89-51 on Monday. Holly down the right side of the lane, offensive board. Booker, so good.
Booker in that mid-range game, she is hard to guard.
Hollingshead quickly down on the other end, answers.
Don't really want to set up in the half-court offense. Transition game is where it's at.
Backdoor cut, and Booker is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. That's one of the things I love about Texas, those backdoor cuts. Boyd, Spearman, and Cooper on the floor. And Madison, Booker, Kevin Durant is her basketball mentor, modeled her game after the Longhorn legend, and makes both free throws.
Well, if you're going to have a good comparison, KD would be the one. Obviously, he went here to Texas and following right along in his footsteps.
Spearman. And Spearman comes in off the bench and hits a three. You know, it's interesting. Spearman feeling a little under the weather, and you looked at her today at shoot around and said, hey, Z, you know, Jordan scored 40 when he was sick.
And that might have been a little exaggeration. Jordan, Kobe, I mean, all the greats, right? Even just the low post presence. Tennessee, they have a lot of guards that might be a little undersized, but they make it up with their quickness. Earlier in the season, you saw Tennessee really focus a lot on shooting that three.
That's a number 5 LSU. Will take on Tahina Pau and number 2 South Carolina. Good start for the Lady Vols.
Yeah, Lady Vols showing what they can do inside, what they can do outside, and yet another turnover by Rori Harmon.
Live ball turnovers are what Tennessee looks to do. 4th turnover on Texas. Boyd penetrates, missed the shot. And Booker with a rebound. Booker had to play the point last year with Harmon out, so she leads the break. Harmon, baseline jumper. An inspiration in how she's come back from that ACL surgery last year. Whitehorn, nice take.
Yeah, Taylor Jones has to step up. I feel that post player, when you come and show your numbers, you got to make sure that you push the guard out, and she doesn't do that.
Good look down the floor. Jones muscles it up and in.
What do you think about this race right here, up and down the floor?
I'm going to try to stay out of the way. Nice shot inside, goes off the rim by Latham.
sometimes teams want to dribble through a press. This is not the press you want to dribble through. You got to find a way to pass and move the ball.
Tennessee still without a rebound in this game, but they've hit 5 of their first 8 shots. Another look over to Jones, and now that Texas post presence is getting established, Tamika.
Yes, it is.
And they want to score points in the paint. Hollingshed had it. Booker took it away from her.
And the hand, Texas is using their hand.
And there's a lot of similarities between those two in the way they approach things. Shot clock, again, a factor. Moore's going to have to throw it up. And not only does she throw it up, she draws the foul. Aspiring broadcaster, did an internship with the Dallas Wings last year. Followed by Kansas hosting Houston. We'll cap the day with #1 Auburn and #6 Tennessee men.
So Maryland is a very good basketball team, but Texas was hitting on all cylinders, offensively, defensively, the small thing.
Preston is in the game, #1 in white, first sub off the bench for Texas. And another foul inside. This Texas team has made more free throws than their opponents have attempted this year. They are the best in the country at making free throws. Jones makes one there. Jones is 71% free throw shooter. And makes them both.
Outworking them down low and trying to find those extra possessions.
The take by Cooper, a child prodigy in the sport. They asked her to play varsity basketball in the 5th grade. It was not allowed, so she really learned the game on the hard top, playing against men in her trailer park neighborhood. As she described that upbringing as she learned basketball on the hard side of hoops. Preston. Jones, rebound and foul. First player in the game in double figures. She hasn't missed a shot of any kind so far. 4-4 from the field and has made her free throws.
Getting the rebounds offensively, defensive rebound, in the right place at the right time.
Jewel Spear. Not enough time to play for one. But they'll run that half-court offense. Moore. Right down the left side of the lane for the lay-in.
And that play happened. That was a great screen. Taylor Jones stayed high. Aaliyah Moore just came right off of it.
So we're tied at 20. The Lady Vols can hold it for the final shot here at the end of the first quarter. See if they do that. Down to 10 seconds. This is Cooper. Cooper, the star we featured in the open, gets rid of it to Whitehorn. Back to Cooper. And Cooper scores to end the quarter.
At the end of the first, Texas 20.
Well, it's always good to see Jody Conrad here, and she just has meant so much to this program, for one, but to women's basketball. I mean, obviously we're celebrating We Back Pat, but her influence and how she continues to influence the game is just amazing.
Kaya Boyd into the game for the first time for the Lady Vols, #4 in orange, as they continue to use players. That's the 11th player Tennessee has used.
One of the big reasons Samara Spencer got called for an offensive foul. That is her second foul.
Shot clock again a factor. Moore going down low. Off the glass. How about that for shot clock management?
I love Aaliyah Moore is really coming into her own so far and stepping up and making some big plays in the last couple of games.
We're tied at 22. Whitehorn, who had a 3 earlier in the game. She had Tennessee's first 5 points. Cooper just could not hang on to it. She and Booker got tangled up, and Cooper is still down. Preston makes the shot on the other end and timeout. She is number 55 in orange, gets tangled up with Booker, number 35 in white. And yeah, see, Booker inadvertently came down on her foot.
Part of it is a little bit of frustration. You get the rebound and you get tangled up. So some of that is a little frustration.
And now Cooper's out of the game. So let's see how the Lady Vols respond. Tess Darby in number 21 for Tennessee. And it is the first Texas lead so far, 24-22 here in the second quarter.
Well, I think what you have to look at now,
Hollingshed will sit with the 3 fouls. Hollingshed is Scored 1 bucket so far.
When a player goes down or you get in foul trouble, you have other players that are used to playing in these type of games.
So 2 big pieces missing right now, though. See for how long. They go into Jones. Jones, that's the first shot she's missed tonight, and follows it up with the make.
Well, I tell you, for Tennessee, it's going to be a long night if you continue to let Taylor Jones just have her way.
Boy, look at Boyd. We'll watch Kanaya Boyd shoot this free throw. And Boyd red-shirted. 1 Eastern. Ole Miss taking on number 22, Missouri. How about the SEC and men's and women's basketball to me? I mean, it's must-see TV.
It's definitely must-see, and we always talk about just the difference in being in the SEC. Every single night, any team can win. It really doesn't matter what number you're placed in the standing. You have to come out ready to play every day.
I think you have to agree. The SEC is the premier college basketball conference right now. Nice take. Good layup by the very athletic Z Spearman. She is such a dynamic player. Oldacre. And Oldacre hopped. That's a travel, no foul. And during that timeout, she sprinted back to the bench. So still not in the game, but we hope to see her re-enter the game, as that was such a good sign to see her run back to the Tennessee bench. Whitehorn trying to drive and does.
Taking them 5 players in, 5 players out. Right now, Tennessee really struggling. They have players on the bench in foul trouble that you probably will not see until the second half.
Only 2 threes made by Tennessee. Remember, they averaged 12. Booker with that mid-range jumper. So efficient.
Booker could just jump out of the gym, and then when she releases at the top, she's already tall. It's already tall, but then she can shoot over people, and she's the spark.
Jackalinga and Women Tunda in the game for the Longhorns. That's her who caught the entry pass, and she goes underneath. Are tied here in the second quarter. Cooper one-on-one. Shoots it over Lee. And Women Tunda continues to dominate the boards for the Longhorns. They've out-rebounded Tennessee 17-5. Booker all the way.
As you see that drive, you can almost see it happening. The Red Sea opened up and allowed Madison Booker straight to the basket, but she's just so poised. When she has the ball, she's hard to guard.
Nice answer by Kanaya Boyd. Really just getting going in her Lady Vols career. Booker off the mark on the 3. That was Boyd with a rebound. Cooper rifles it over to Darby, 3-point specialist. Yes! Booker off the screen, working on Cooper. Nice D by Cooper. And Cooper, one of the nation's leaders in steals. Pocket, that's deep. Good!
Samara Spencer and Jillian Hollingshed on the bench for Tennessee with 2.
Harmon trying to create. Nice spin. Missed the shot. Good rebound by Lee, and 1. Already been named the Tamika Catchings National Freshman of the Week this year. That was on January 7th.
I try to. I think it's just good for the game, and huge honor for me that it even have an award named after me, but these freshmen have been absolutely phenomenal.
Cooper on the miss. Booker. A 3 would tie it for Texas. Oh, that was almost a steal. Good recovery. Women Tunda looking inside. Kicked out. Harmon will pick it up.
Now, this offensive possession really happened because of Jordan Lee on the defensive end.
Shot clock again, down to 5. Women Tunda off the rim, reset the shot clock. Offensive rebound by Booker, and the stick back. 11 offensive rebounds for Texas. Spear missed the 3. There's an offensive board for Cooper. Cooper wide open. I think she was too open.
Texas right now, you can kind of feel the energy in the arena shift a little bit. Trying to find a way to get on a run for them.
Now, when you look at these rebounding numbers, heavily in favor of Texas, but yet Tennessee's been leading most of this game. How do you account for that?
Well, I mean, I think Tennessee has been able to be efficient on the offensive end and get some shots scoring. How does foul trouble come into effect in games like this?
Well, coming up after, also available on ESPN Plus and ESPN Deportes. Opening half between these two heavyweights, two of the most recognizable programs in college sports. Spearman off the mark, Booker with the board.
I don't like that shot for Spearman. I think she could get a better shot, and Madison Booker going to show you just what kind of shots you can get.
8-0 run by Tennessee with one of their own. Good step through by Spearman. 11 points, 11 rebounds against Vanderbilt, and Spearman did not start tonight. Now, you were having a conversation with Holly Warlick about that, the former Longhorn assistant and head coach. Lee, three-pointer. Final minute of a thrilling opening half. Steal by Harmon. Harmon underhand to Booker. Final seconds of the half. Cooper lost it. Offensive rebound numbers huge in the favor of Texas. Texas ended that first half so strong. Let's see how Tennessee comes out here to start the third quarter. Tennessee coaching staff huddling up near the locker room at halftime.
Had gone up to another notch, and it's going to be interesting to see if Tennessee can recalibrate and get back.
By the way, that was the 64th charge taken by the Longhorns on that last defensive possession. Holly misses the shot. Whitehorn with the rebound. Whitehorn getting by Booker. Off the glass and in. Have to find a way to get on the boards as well. Good screen. Booker comes off it, goes to the basket, no problem.
So we've seen Madison Booker go left hand. We've seen her go right hand. We've seen the pull-up jumper. We've seen the three. I mean, she can do it all.
On several possessions in that first half. Holly, the all-time winningest player in Texas history with the ball, double dribbled.
It's a lucky play right there. Taylor Jones didn't have her eyes on the basketball.
Boyd probing, shoots, scores.
Yeah, she's been a lot of fun to watch, and you know, you hear a lot about Madison Booker, and obviously with Taylor Jones and Aaliyah Moore has had some good games, but it's been very impressive watching Jordan continue to get from the first half to the second half.
Cooper draws the foul. Kim Caldwell's first child, but Holly Warlick, who is a legendary Lady Vol, great player there, her rafters and Thompson Bowling, her jerseys in the rafters in Thompson Bowling. She just lost her mother, Fran, this past week, and we wish Holly our condolences. Fran was a big part of the Lady Vols basketball program, passed away at the age of 95. So, Holly, we're thinking about you tonight. Holly Warlick, another Hall of Famer. Worked alongside Pat Summitt for so many years and was the head coach of this Lady Vols program as well.
Yeah, definitely thinking about you, Holly. Funny when you think about celebrating We Back Pat and just all of the great Lady Vols that are out there, and me being one of them, right? Having the opportunity to be a part of this legacy and just what Pat had meant to us, and to see her continue to be such a huge impact. Yeah, it was an interesting press break right there, but you look at the press for Tennessee, sometimes in that full court press, they leave the back wide open, and Madison Booker continues to go to work.
I mean, it's a one-point game. The margins are so thin in this game, Tamika. A good game. Lee, baseline jumper, yes.
That's her fighting over the screen, back in front of the ball. I mean, doing the little things.
And how about that? Another big bucket by Spearman. Spearman has been very impactful off the bench as well for Tennessee, 12 points. Now, Lee, again, we mentioned earlier, the Tamika Catchings National Freshman of the Week earlier this year. She had 17 in a road win against Oklahoma. Booker, again, automatic.
While her number might be down a little bit, her field goal percentage is up. Her three-point field goal percentage is up. Her free throw percentage is up. All of her percentages have gone up.
I think that's the key, right? Because when you look at Booker, who was the Big 12 Player of the Year in her freshman year last year, she had the big averages as Harmon answers for the Longhorns.
She doesn't need a lot of time. She doesn't need a lot of shots. She's going to be strong with the ball. And Jordan
Yeah, Lee got a block, and then Spearman in the right place at the right time cleans that up.
That's exactly what you have to think in this coaching world. When one of your coaches goes out, you got to be able to rotate, and whatever you've already instilled in your team, you hope that the team will continue to play and rock.
Hollingshed, offensive foul. So Carlton gets called for the block. Initially a charge overruled. Hollingshed on the line.
Hollingshed to the line, just missed her first one.
Tennessee now 7 of 12.
It makes it fun when every single night, no matter who's coming off a win, who's coming off of a loss, it's good games. And that defense right there, but Madison Booker, when she's going to get that shot, she knows exactly when she has the defense beat, and when she rises up, you can't guard her.
She is a big lover of math and physics.
And move forward with it.
Well, tonight was a test because Kim Caldwell's been setting this team up to be able to play without her, to practice without her, and I think they're passing it right now. 3 on the shot clock. Rare miss from Booker. Offensive rebound.
And she's still able to jump up over them and get the board.
Spencer pulls the Lady Vols back to within 1. Lob out to Lee. Lee thought about the 3. She'll drive and draws the foul. An excellent track athlete. She won state championships in the 800 and 1600.
Misses at the line, 10 for 15 from the line for the Longhorns and 7 for 13. And see them trying to pack in the paint right now.
Spencer gets it back. And Spencer, are you kidding me? Texas looking for the lead. Under 10. Harmon picks up her dribble. Jones. Taylor Jones. I have to say, Sum It Up is one of the best autobiographies I've ever read. It's Pat Summitt's autobiography. When she left Tamika's house on her recruiting visit, she says to Mickey DeMoss, "Mickey, it is going to kill me if we don't get this kid." And she not only got you, you did great things as a Lady Vol and then on in life.
Definitely everything that Pat taught me, not only as a player, but even more importantly as a person.
Matthew McConaughey's here. It's a tough ticket.
Telling you, I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to go over there and get my picture with him.
So fourth quarter, Moore spins inside. And that is the Texas bread and butter. So right now, Tamika, as Moore goes to the free throw line, what does Tennessee need to do to try to get this win on the road against Texas?
Well, I think first off,
lane violation. Well, these are 2 of the highest scoring teams in the country. Nice look. Rejected by Booker. Jump ball.
To think that Booker is only a sophomore.
Yeah.
We get an opportunity to watch her for a couple more years. Jordan Lee, one of the young prodigies for this team as well. Rori Harmon.
Spencer. Always looking for that 3. 3 on the way. Good.
Been able to run a lot of their plays to a T.
Lee. And Spencer will run the break for Tennessee. Shot clock. They're trying to get her to look at the shot clock. Oh, a foul. Ruby Whitehorn, the transfer from Clemson, knocks down the first free throw. Has 14 tonight. Make it 15. They lost to Oklahoma and LSU by a combined 3 points. Lost a heartbreaker to Vanderbilt last weekend, and they're hoping this is the bounce-back game.
I like that pass to Taylor Jones, not able to finish, but I love it going in.
Whitehorn continues to do damage on the offensive end. Texas has missed its last 6 shots. And Tennessee up 2. Into Booker. Jones, wow.
She comes out of nowhere to get these offensive rebounds. If you're going to have the ball in somebody's hand, I wanted in Madison Booker, you know you got to go to the boards. And Taylor Jones with the block.
Says, not in my house. That was a heck of a defensive play by Jones. Jones was shaken up a little bit, and officials are stopping play now.
Well, you see right there, grimace after she got that last block.
Jones, 19 points, 12 rebounds, and an assist. Still out of the game. With her out of the game, how does that change things for Texas?
Well, you don't have a big body down low. That's been so effective. You put Oldacre down low. But she doesn't have the same thing.
Charlie Cream saying a win tonight for Tennessee would definitely put them back among the top 16 seeds at the NCAA tournament.
Offensively, what she's been able to do. Defensively, she's really altered some shots as well.
Third foul on Puckett. Puckett went to the bench for Tennessee, and Moore.
Second shot.
And Moore knocks them both. The senior from Oklahoma.
I love her attack level.
We're looking for our 15th lead change. Hollingshed fouled by Moore. Jones back in the game.
She released her arm into Hollingshed, and as she's falling down, that's a foul.
10 of 16 as a team. Couple of big free throws.
Big player, number 23 on the floor for Texas, and I feel like when you look at the player that needs to be on the floor, especially for Texas, Aaliyah Moore needs to reach. She's been a big difference maker.
I think we're going to have an overrule here. One official said it would be Tennessee's ball.
It looks like a disarray, and with the game so tight, every possession matters. You don't want to get a 5-second call or worse, players not be in the right positions.
Tennessee's forced a few 5-second calls. Good look. Tennessee will inbound it. Spencer holding the ball. Lobbed it to Cooper, stolen by Booker. Booker, open floor.
Defensively, keep the ball in front of you. You know Tennessee's going to try to run something to get to the basket. Play without fouling.
Whitehorn escapes, shoots, and a foul called. Whitehorn.
If you're a player, these are the type of games that you live for. You want to be in these big games.
Booker.
Look at Aaliyah Moore posting up, down. She wants the ball.
Shot clock down to 5. Booker probes, shoots. Jones with a rebound and a step back.
All they need to do is get a nice look at the basket. At times in this game, Ruby Whitehorn has been a player that has stepped up and knocked down some big shots, and they go right to her.
Ruby Whitehorn again. So a good timeout taken by Jenna Burdett. Kim Caldwell told her to coach like herself, not like Kim Caldwell. Do things your way, and that timeout perhaps was a sign of that.
When they coach like committee, and Madison Booker, oh, man.
Booker. Spencer to inbound it. That's Cooper. Whitehorn. Shot clock is off. Spear. Spencer fights over a screen. 3 on the way. Off the mark. Jones with a rebound.
Everybody's on the front side, so they practice the baseball pass.
Harmon takes it. They're going to have to foul her. Latham commits the foul. 3.2 seconds left. She'll get 2 free throws here. It remains a 1-possession game. 3.2 seconds left. Harmon has iced the game for Texas. And the Longhorns hold on in a thriller against the Lady Vols.
What a game it has been tonight.